Testing. Alright. Give me 1 second to share the stream, and then we can get started. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith, back with another market analysis. Today is Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. We're going to do our analysis for Thursday, February 5th, 2026. Okay? First thing first, let's check out the economic news that we have for tomorrow. Okay, give me 1 second. Tomorrow, February 5th, pretty plain and simple. We got initial jobless claims at 7:30. Let me go make sure, because like I said, they do be updating throughout the week. They add things, sometimes they remove things. So let's go check it out. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make sure that's all we got. Oh, we got jokes tomorrow at 9. At 9 a.m. we got jokes. So jobless claims and jokes tomorrow. So I guess they moved jokes from Tuesday. I didn't even know. That's probably when I said Tuesday, I was like, dang, jokes came out, nothing happened. I guess they end up bringing it to Thursday. Okay? Because I'm looking at the weekly schedule and now it says Tuesday had no news. So, yeah, that's what we got. Okay? We got jokes and initial jobs claims. Initial jobs claims at 7:30 before market open. Jokes at 9 a.m. All right, and then for earnings tomorrow, okay, we had Google came out, ARM came out, QCon came out, Snap came out. Tomorrow we got Energizer, Shell, Amazon come out after the close, Roblox after the close, Reddit after the close, Affirm after the close. Some nice names after the close. Before the close, not nothing crazy I'm looking for, but after the close, I do like a couple of them. All right, we'll get into the chart. First thing first, of course, if y'all was on the stream earlier or called it late, we had some technical difficulties. Earlier, we took loans on NYM. Excuse me. Took loans on NYM, experienced some lag, ended up getting out our trade. We took profits though. We took some profits, but we ended up getting out the trade, ended the stream because we was like, man, what's going on with the lag? Come to find out, I restarted the computer and everything, and it was Tradeovate actually had issues. Their server was down, so I couldn't get on my Apex accounts or my Ninja Trader account for like the first 30 minutes or so, or I say close to 30. Yeah, about first 30 minutes. So I was thinking it was something on our end. It was actually Tradeovate. Unfortunately, it happened right when we just got another. Got on our 50K account, and yeah, another 50K account, and it lagged, but it's fine. We didn't lose no money, but we did miss out on some potential entries for trades. Now, I said, hey, I might start the stream back up. I may not. I didn't start it back up, but I did continue to trade, on that combine account. We ended up catching these shorts right here. I think before we ended the stream, in that pre-market, I told y'all, I said, hey, I can't really go long because we just closed red and we had closed red and we made a lower low on SPY. And I said M&Q on the other hand didn't make the lower low. So I was like, our target will be the bottom of this green candle for that lower low to go. Okay. So I had marked out that target in the pre-market. And after having to wait on to log in, I had noticed like, hey, up here we had made that downtrend. We start building underneath this daily gap. That's what I had noticed. I said, hey, we building underneath that daily gap. If we can get a downtrend underneath that daily gap, I like the shorts. So we end up having a low, high, and then right around here, right close to that 10 mark, um, we end up breaking that, making that downtrend. Um, and when we broke that, I went short. Um, I had my stop sitting up here. I had grabbed like 3, 4 M&Qs. Took the shorts. And held. Held. So we ended up making pretty nice on that account. I held it literally almost to the very bottom, like I think like right around here when I got out, around close to 12. Um, so it was a nice trade. Today though, I mean tomorrow. Looking at the charts for tomorrow. Well, actually, let's recap one more thing. I do want to recap two more things. Also on the stream, we said that hey, that Disney trade was not going in our favor. We was looking for Disney to come. Uh, all I was looking for Disney was just to come down back to like 101, and I was gonna sell, and it just did. It didn't come back down for us. It kept going up. We was looking for that 101, and that's where I was looking to sell somewhere around 101.90s. We got close yesterday, and I could have sold yesterday, but I was thinking, hey, we still gonna keep going, and it came back to the entry spot. So we ended up closing that Disney trade for a loss, but you know what? It was fine. We was able to recognize it, and we closed it for a loss. It could be trying to consolidate, like make the lower low higher high, and then consolidate. It could be trying to do that, but we didn't. We ain't got time for that, pretty much. So I went ahead and cut it, took the loss, and we ended up actually making way more than what we lost on that Disney one. These Palantir shorts that we had grabbed yesterday when it was at 158, man, when I tell y'all up, like we was up 200%. I did have the contract out for the month. I had the expiration for a whole month. Or at least this month. Um, but I did close it today. I'm gonna tell y'all, I closed it today. Uh, it was up 200%. I was just like, man, I had to close. I'll get back in. So like I said, we grabbed them at 158 when it was sitting up here at 158. We grabbed them shorts. And we held it all throughout the day yesterday. Today we end up selling it right down here. This is right where I sold it at. I had this hourly gap marked out right here, and I was like, if it don't just push straight through, I'm gonna just sell. And I believe it was like the 1 minute. I seen one green candle. I said, I'm getting out. And that one green candle what made me get out. Uh, trying to zoom in. It was this green candle right here. Let me see. Let me lock the drawings. After touching the bottom, and we made that first green candle, I just got out. I was wanting to flush through those two. So we ended up closing at 136. We got in at 158. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. I said when I seen it bounce right there, I was like, it's probably gonna come back up to like 144, and we can grab some shorts again then. So that's what I'm trying to see. If we can get up to like 144 again and give a rejection, I'll be looking to grab some Palantir shorts again. Take it out a month or so. Okay. All right, now let's get into our analysis for tomorrow, though. I just had to recap a couple of them trades since we didn't have the stream on. Today, SPY, we ended up continuing this downtrend. Like we said, it had a low, high, lower low, right? Made that lower low. I'm gonna delete some of these because I don't like having all this stuff on here, and we can always draw it back. So I'm gonna delete a couple of these for now. If we push back up, then that's when I'll redraw. But right now we moving down. Uh, but yeah, we had high, low, lower high, lower low, downtrend. We said, hey, it's a downtrend. It did fail to close below this low. And failed to close inside these daily gaps. But we said what? We expect what? A slight pull back up, and then we probably gonna retest and see if we can break through this stuff. Uh, we did break through one of them. We did break through one daily gap, but we sitting in the middle of another one. So what I expect for this one? Same thing, possibly a slight pullback, and then drop back down. Try to see if we can get down there. If that pullback go too high and push us into this next gap, then it pretty much kind of neutralizing that bearish momentum we got. Okay, so but what we'll be looking for tomorrow. Um, first let's change this target. So target is down here. Okay, but what we'll be looking for pretty much the same. It's the same thing every time, y'all. It ain't nothing changing. I'm gonna tell y'all now, it's nothing changing. If we come up here to this daily gap, top of this daily gap, if we make a downtrend, we'll be looking to take the shorts back to the bottom of the gap. If we go underneath this gap at 685.35, we'll look for a downtrend underneath there, take it to them lows. Okay, really nothing changed. To be bullish, only spot I can get bullish at is at 685.35. If we make an uptrend and fail to close below, I can take loans, try to see if we can get to the high. And then only if we can get above 689.27, possibly take long, see if we can get it, go up, move to the upside. Okay. So pretty much this right here. And then the longs. I really want the longs above this hourly gap more so. Could that be a lot cleaner longs? We can get it above this hourly gap. Well, it would go, of course, it'll go to some of these hourly gaps first, but still, I'll be looking for to try to break that high. Okay, that is SPY. QQQ, and this is, I'm gonna tell y'all now. Let me slow down. What market is doing right now is a little bit tricky for a lot of new traders. When we made all-time highs, we potentially look like we trying to reverse. This can be some tricky times and some scary times for new traders. So downsides if it looks too confusing for you. If you like, man, why the heck the trade's not falling all the way through for me? Downsides. You ain't gotta, go full size on them trades. Okay. Downside and trade what you comfortable with when the market not as predictable. Okay. Now looking at QQQ, we made our lower low, lower high. We made our high, low, lower high, lower low. And we closed below previous lows over here. But we did close inside the data gap, failed to close past it. We broke this previous higher low, so we can delete that. We got another higher low sitting here at 599.51, and I think that's the last higher low we got before you get down to that solidified level. Okay. Now, what I'm looking for is pretty much the same thing as SPY, and I definitely, these shorts are a little bit more cleaner to me, I think. If we make a downtrend underneath 606.70, I'm looking to take it to the bottom of the gap at 602.17. If we can make a downtrend underneath 602.17, I want to see it break this 599.57. Now, once we break 599.57, if we can build a trend underneath there, we should be pushing all the way down to that 596.64 level. Okay, so a downtrend underneath this daily gap right here potentially can bring us all the way down to 596. Okay, so from 602 down to 596. That's potential, okay? For the upside, for uptrend, trade, I would want to see. Honestly, I really want you to be QQ to be above 606.70. Uptrend above there. I try to take it up to 610. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Target level, of course, is his previous low. Yeah. But you gotta also be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta also be careful because the last solidified low on the daily is all the way up at 629. So if the market do decide to start switching back bullish, it got plenty of room to pull back. Okay. So it look like aftermarket we end up being above the daily gap. Like I said, if we build an uptrend above here, look to take it to 610. Okay. You can see. Um, Alright, and then shorts. I said I really want the shorts underneath the gap, but if it happen inside the gap, possibly can take a light position to the downside, and then we can add if it make a full downtrend underneath there. Okay. Alright, jumping over to MNQ. Looking at MNQ daily. Made a, of course, the high, low, lower high, lower low, and closed past previous structure low. Okay. It broke this low. Dang, it broke multiple higher lows, so we got to delete all this. Okay. Broke all them lows. Now the last low it broke, I do want to see if it can build base on there, so I'm gonna put a white line. Put a white line because we want to see can it build base underneath there to continue dropping. Okay. And move some of this stuff. Alright. Pretty much we want to see shorts underneath this daily gap at 25,214. If a downtrend form underneath it, we trying to see can we come on and push down back below these previous lows at 24,887. See if we can make a downtrend underneath there to keep dropping. Okay. Mark out this gap here. We got multiple gaps actually. Alright. If we can make a downtrend inside this daily gap, of course, look to take it to the bottom and see if it can break through and come on down to this next daily gap at 24,748. Okay. For the longs, honestly, just looking for it to bounce off the top of these gaps to possibly take back up. But me personally, on all the ones that y'all seen me look at, I'm not really being bullish on none of them. If I be bullish at anything, any moment of tomorrow, it'll be a scalp. Gotta stay with the until I see like okay, downtrend. I mean the Bears lost complete control. That's the only way. But it'd be light positions to the upside. Okay. So drop down to the hourly. Like we said, we see a downtrend form underneath this gap. We want to follow it. We would prefer the downtrend to be up here instead of all the way down there, because then that's going to another daily gap. So we want the downtrend to be somewhere up here. Take it something like that. Okay. Then like I said, longs, it had to be scalps. or if we push all the way back up here above 25,487. All right, let's check out MES. Let's check out MES. MES. Let me delete this. Just cleaning some of this stuff up, man, cause it be getting hectic. Longer, the later that we get in the week, the more cluttered the charts we get. All right. So this is the solidified low for this, the downside for the bears. MES, of course, downtrend. We got low, high, lower, low. Didn't close past that previous low, but we did make that lower low though. So we will mark out previous low. See if we can build underneath there. We're looking for shorts, either off the top of this, take it to the downside of the bottom of the gap, or if we break this gap, take it to the next gap. So if we break 689.975, look for them shorts. Same thing, we really ain't looking to take any longs. But if we take any longs, it'll be off the top of gaps, okay? So I personally take it back down to the bottom, possibly to the next daily gap, okay? NYM. NYM. Looking at the daily, we ended up, let me delete some of this. All right, NYM. We end up closing green. Okay, NYM still, even though MNQ and all them, MES, SPY, QQ, all them looking bearish, MYM is still bullish. It got high low. Of course, it did make a lower low here. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, it didn't even make a low. It made a lower low, but technically, it's still in this uptrend though. But higher high, right? Then it made a low. This potentially finna lead us to a new higher high with this green counter, okay? Now, if we flip back red and make a lower low, then I gotta be quiet. It's switch back bear, okay? But right now, the bull's still in control on NYM. Now, what we expecting or what we looking for? Oh, I'm tripping, y'all. Why y'all ain't tell me I was on the weekly? Never mind, I was looking at the weekly. I make sure I went on the weekly on nothing else. No, we won. How we end up being on the weekly on NYM? Never mind. Take all back what I said. Take it all back. Well, Bulls did take back control though. Look like it needed to make this higher high. We had one higher high, then we made a low, then we made another high, but it ain't a higher high. So we need to take that high. We take that high, we can put this low, this red candle as our solidified level and see if we can keep squeezing. Did close green though, so what I'll be looking for, if I'm looking for NYM, I'm gonna be honest, NYM look more bullish. Possibly if it come back down to the daily gap, uptrend form off of here, take the longs, basically just drawing tool that we got right there already, or above this hourly gap, look for uptrend above there. Try to see if we can take the longs up to that 49,794 level. Shorts, literally downtrend underneath this daily gap at 49,400. And we looking to potentially see if them shorts can keep on flushing all the way down to 49,097. Okay. Let's drop down to that hourly real quick. Dang, we had both. We have multiple times that could have grabbed these longs on MYM. Came above. Oh, but it went fast here. So you weren't even neither one of these two you would have got probably in. This one really didn't give you it. Oh, let's see, 1 minute. Really didn't even give you an entry on that 5 minutes. 1 minute it gave you an entry. We had the high, low, higher, high. That's the uptrend. Take it to the outer gap. Right here we didn't get no entry. Right here your entry was dang there at target though, but you did get an entry. Sometimes that's the thing. Sometimes they don't give you no entry, man. You just can't get every trade, bro. That's the thing. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what we'll be looking for. And like I said, if it's an uptrend building above here, try to see if we can get up there to that 49,795.94. Gold. What I've been telling y'all, bro. I can't be bullish on gold until we what? Come above 51.30. That's the only way I can be bullish on gold, or if we make an uptrend before then. Okay. So what gold end up doing today? Pretty much barely made a red candle, but pretty much just consolidated. Barely made a real red candle. But with that red candle, this could potentially lead us to that new lower low. Okay. Could lead us down there, or it can lead us to some consolidation. We'll have to see. Biggest thing I'm looking for, though, for me to really know if we're trying to drop or not, if we get a daily candle closure underneath, let me mark it out. A daily candle closure underneath this right here. Hold up. 4,900, or I just say the whole number, 4,906.3. If we get a red close underneath, and we can build some downtrend underneath there, possibly if we get a downtrend on daily, but if we can build at least a downtrend on the hourly underneath there, I definitely see us coming down to that 49. What's this? 47.93 level. If we get underneath this daily gap right here at 46619, man, I'm telling y'all, I can see us dropping all the way down to them, take them lows, make that downtrend, and come break this solidify level at 4321. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Biggest key level is 4906.3. We build downtrend underneath there. It's game over. Okay, it's game over. And I might need to put an alert. Every time we crossing down. I really need to put bar close, but I need to put it on the hourly though. So let's do that. Cause I want to know when the hourly close below it. Come on now, let me put it 03. Why are you doing it like that? Trying to pinpoint it. It was 49603. Alright. So I need to know when we close below. Hold up. Crossing down. Where the bar close? Oh, they didn't update that mud? You gotta add it? Oh, you gotta have premium now? No, there you go. Bar close. I'm about to say. Once per bar close, yeah. Man, I swear this trading view update be throwing me off, y'all. So yeah. If we see hourly downtrend underneath there, shorts definitely should be coming through. Okay. But for gold, that's probably the main thing I'm be looking for if we build that downtrend underneath there. To be bullish though, we want to see an uptrend above this daily gap at 49.37. Uptrend above there. Just keep following the trend until it break. Okay. So like here, uptrend form, just stay in the trend until we finally either break or until we approach certain gaps, you know, and see how we react to them. I think I'm gonna mark that gap out instead. Okay. All right, and that's all of the futures. Now let's check out. Man, when I tell y'all, we ate on Palantir, but bruh, this AMD, we called them up, bruh. This AMD, look at this. And I said I was gonna look at it. Y'all. I said I'm gonna go check out the AMD contracts and see how much they cost, cause literally it's doing perfectly what we needed to do. And guess what? I forgot to go check it, bruh. Got to go check it. By the time I went to go look, it was already down here at 205. And I'm like, it's already close to my target, so I can't even touch it. But yeah, man, it went perfect. We dang near called the exact entry on that mud for real. Really, the entry supposed to been here, but still, we almost called the perfect entry on that mud. And we did it. This is just from our Sunday analysis. That's crazy. By doing our Sunday analysis, downtrend formed underneath there, it was gone. It was gone after that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Even our style out, I ain't even do nothing to it. This was what we put on Sunday. He ain't even hit the stop loss we set there. And we ain't even set the stop loss. We ain't even set the stop loss off of nothing. We just set it there. But AMD, look at that daily. Like, did it close past that previous low? No, it didn't. It's a chance that it might bounce, but we could just slightly move up and then come back and retest and break the rest of it up. Could be trying to do that. So, really, with AMD, we want to see tomorrow if we go up. If we make a downtrend, boom, get in, see if we can come on and take us all the way back down. Okay, so we basically going up right now. If we make a downtrend before we come back up to like 215. If we get to 215 and then make no downtrend, leave it alone. We can get a downtrend to form, especially if we can do it underneath 209. Yeah, if we can do a downtrend before getting to 209, it should flush and take this 197s and all this stuff. Okay, that's what I'm expecting. All right, so trying not to touch that 209 if we can, and come on, finish the job, but tomorrow. Okay, Palantir. Y'all already know I had caught that big old trade, bro. Really still could have been in it, but we just took our money. I'm like, bro, we up 200% on that mud. And I was like, we can get back in. I was saying, and this me not looking at no charts. I was just thinking in my head, like, oh, if it bounces, it's probably gonna go to like 140s, possibly back up to that 144, because that's what we were struggling at earlier today. And literally, when I came back and looked at the chart, we was at like 140. I said, bro, calling that mud to a T, bro. But possibly shorts can happen here, but I would rather for it to come to 144 and then we try to grab them shorts. And to continue to the downside. That's what I'll be looking for on Palantir. I want us to come up to 144 if we can. If we can get up there. It don't necessarily have to, because it could just come up to 142 and shoot back down, but I wanted to go to 144 for real. That's gonna be that nice spot to grab them shorts, especially if we make a downtrend off of that 144.30 level. Okay, to look, and then like I said, I'm gonna grab it back out to a month again. I had bought that last one out to a month, and we still caught 200% in 2 days. Boy, you bought a contract out for a whole month, and in 2 days you up 200%. Like, come on, y'all quit playing, boy. Get that G.F.T strategy down pat, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all. Get that G.F.T strategy down pat, bro. But that what we'll be looking for right there. That continuation. I delete this big thing. All right. No, I'm gonna keep it. Cause what if somehow we get back to entry? I want to know where we possibly supposed to been looking the shorts. But yeah, that's Palantir. Who earnings came out today? Google. Dang, I don't even think I got Google on my stuff. I used to trade Google so much when I was first trading, bro. And I don't think I traded Google in over a year. Let's just check it out real quick. Lower low. Okay. Made lower low. Google, what you trying to do? You made higher high, but then you just made lower low. Is it gonna come down to 326? Maybe that's what it's trying to go to, 326, and see what it does. That's what I'm thinking potentially. Thinking 326. Let's mark that out. I'm thinking it's possibly trying to go to 326, but it didn't make a downtrend. It just made a lower low. So it don't have to go to 326 because it didn't make a downtrend yet. But I'm thinking that's what it's trying to do. Unless we just flip green somewhere. Let me see if we got a gap. I don't see one there. It's Google. Yeah, Google at all-time high. I don't see no gaps in the way. So it might be trying to go down that 326 level, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Be on the lookout. Might be coming down at 326. Let's see. Dang, I don't see no gaps for Google. For real. On this daily. Google be no gapping. For real. Oh yeah, we could delete this small. We can keep the small one. We could delete the small one though. But yeah, delete the small one. Yeah, I don't see no gaps on Google for real. Unless I just glanced over something. This is the last one down here, so we could very well, Google very well can come take 26 and 19 out and come all the way down to 309 before deciding to start moving back up. So I'm gonna set an alert on Google. It break that 326, it probably game over. You hear me? Oh, well, I act like I'm talking to somebody. My bad, y'all. I said you hear me like I'm on the phone. But yeah, I'm peeping. Google might go crazy, y'all. It might go crazy to the downside, especially if it can start making a downtrend. It make a downtrend, I'm definitely thinking it's coming down 309. But just by breaking this on a daily, it possibly can come down there. But if we do low, high, lower, low, oh no, it's coming down 309. Go ahead and get ready. It's coming down at 309. Okay. Who else came out today, y'all? It was Google, QCon. QCon came out. And ARM. Oh yeah, I forgot about ARM. About QCon though. QCon. What they earnings did. Dang, they earnings dropped them down to 134. Oh snap, my bad. I was supposed to look at Google on the hourly to see what it did. I was looking at the daily. Dang, they at 134. Go back to the daily. So they down. Dang, they down here. Jeez Louise. QCon dropped crazy. Let's go see. Cause since it's gap like that, that do leave some chance of a nice either pullback or a nice continuation down. So that's a nice big gap I see right there. But they at 134. This the next low right here. Let's mark that out. Got 132. Then got another low right there at 127. Then you got another low right there at 118. Is they in a downtrend? Yeah, they in a downtrend, so I need to make these green. Cause they in a downtrend. So I need to make these green. These targets. They targets. And then we need to make this red. Okay. Well, technically this one will be it. Cause we just, if it open up at 134, well, it gotta be a red candle though. That's the thing. So yeah, this 153 is a solidified level. So let's drop down to the hourly. Boom, low, high, lower, low. Downtrend, but we coming down to 132. And I don't know we come down to 127, but we come down to 132 unless somehow it gap back inside here in the morning. That's the only way it don't. But the shorts, we can make a downtrend underneath 132. Take that mother to 127. Yeah, it'll just leave it like that. Alright, let me go see Google's real quick because I forgot to check Google on the hourly. My bad, y'all. Google hourly. Oh, it came down to 308. It came down into it. Dang, it already came down to 309. In the dang earnings, bro. So now, where are we seeing that on Google? At 331. Now, I don't know what we finna do, because we know already came down there. Dang. I think we probably come right back down, though. We might come right back down. Unless, this is the only thing I say. Either we coming back down again and clearing at least 318, 319, or we better somehow gap all the way up in the morning. We got to gap up to like 340 and then just shoot straight up. Because by that hourly, this is what I'm thinking. By that hourly coming and take these levels out, right? The hourly showing these levels taken out, but the daily not showing it. Well, they need the hourly and the daily to line up together. You get what I'm saying? So they probably going down, at least bring it down to 318. 319, and then shoot back up. Or they might, like I said, unless they gap up and then go up, like we gap up like 345 and then just shoot straight up. That's the only thing I can think. But we'll see in the morning. I'm gonna bring Google up because I think Google probably come on down at 319 tomorrow. Might grab them shorts tomorrow. All right, and then who else? Is that it, y'all? That's all we're gonna use for the night. We're gonna call it a night. All right. So y'all have a good one. Your boy Keith is out. Peace.